So I have a question come to me asking me to explain what is non-destructive sensing and high effective and efficient force flow handling. Okay, so before I share with you what it is, let me tell you a story. The story is about the Zen Buddhism. And one day, the students of Buddha asking Buddha to teach. And the Buddha, instead of teach, he just pick up a flower and stand there in silence. And after a while, one of his students, Mahakashapa, smiled. And the Buddha acknowledged that Mahakashapa understands his teaching. So that's Zen Buddhism. Okay? Teaching without words. Now, today we want to use flowers to communicate. So you exactly know what I mean. Disregard of where you are in the earth today, and disregard of whether this is today or 50 or 100 years from the future. You will exactly know what I mean. Okay, so let's review what is the non-destructive sensing and high efficient, high effective force flow handling. Okay, so this is how it works, right? The force flow wave or the surge wave boils down to two things. It needs to be able to do non-destructive sensing and high effective, high efficient force flow handling. And this high effective and high efficient force flow handling with the non-destructive sensing, both rooted in the ability of handling the incoming and self-created or self-generated action and reaction force. Okay, so that's what one needs to deal with in order to be able to do non-destructive sensing and high efficient, high effective force flow handling. Okay, so you need that. And in order to be able to handle the self-generated and incoming action-reaction force, one needs to attain the third state of the physical element, of the sixth element, which is one needs to be able to open up the body, loose the body, and get the body into the lightweight state. Okay? Now, we review that. A lot of words. What does it mean? So, let's now using the flower, and you can get a flower at your home and doing the some experiment, and you will be experience what I'm sharing. Okay. So, first, non-destructive sensing. Say if I'm sensing, using these two fingers to sense this flower. Non-destructive meaning that while I'm touching it, sensing it, the flower must not move. Okay? Or move really little. Okay? This is not non-destructive. This is destructive. When I touch it, it already destructive. Okay? So that's non-destructive sensing. You touch it, you hold it, really lightly. Okay. Now, do that while you're holding it. This place will be very light. You just use enough force so that make sure that this is not moving. Now, turn your awareness backward and see how your every joint, from the wrist joint or your finger joint to your wrist joint, to your elbow joint, to your shoulder joint, to your all 7 balls. Okay? See, are they lightweight or are they heavy? If they are heavy, say this is really lightweight. If they are heavy here, that means this joint is either it is not optimum use of the action and reaction force, both the incoming and the self-generated, or the action and reaction force is fighting each other here. That's why this is heavy. Now, if you go through that for every place, you go to your shoulder blade, you might not even aware of that shoulder blade exists. So what happened? That means you are not aware of there's the action reaction force in that shoulder blade. Okay. So in order to do a very good non-destructive sensing, the whole body, every joint of the 7 balls has to be in the lightweight. So in other words, that one need to be first be able to open up the joint, loose up the joint, attain the lightweight. Then one can do the non-destructive sensing. Okay? So in other words, that one be able to handle the action reaction force in every joint, aware of it and handle it properly and optimize it and fine-tune it. In Wing Chun, we talk about sensing, thinking, listen to Jing, listen to forceful. That is what it is. The second thing is about this high effective and high efficient forceful handling. Same thing, while I am touching this flower, if I just pull it slightly, barely move it, okay, barely move it, it's not like a really brute force or really a cross or, you know, but barely, really soft touch and really barely move it. Again, observe your wrist, elbow and the whole body's balls. See how did they act. Are they heavy? Are they stuck there? Or we don't even notice it? So the same with the non-destructive sensing. You're aware of every ball. Okay? And if the ball is, the joints or the balls is heavy, you know that place is stuck. And it has to be the action and reaction force is mishandled. Okay? So, that is the requirement or the attainment or accomplishment you need when you do Xiu Yun Tao. That's why the kids say the whole body must not use effort. That is what it is. Okay, touch it. This is so lightweight here. Has to be light, has to be light, has to be, the whole body has to be light. Okay. So this is not just mimic motion, slow, soft motion. No. It is that action reaction force handling in the whole body. Okay, which is show this type of form or shape or movement. It is not about mimicking somebody's movement. That is soft. Okay? So with this flower experiment, you will sense that that's what I'm talking about. On non-destructive sensing, on high effective, high efficient forceful handling, and the handle of incoming and self-generated action and reaction force. That simple. Use a flower. That's all. Okay? one big disaster, one disaster in Wing Chun is when we practice Xiu Lin Tao, we're not aware of this kind of thing exists. And it end up lock up your whole body and actually doesn't develop anything very elegant or anything deep. Okay? Especially that's why I say that when we do something, we see that if the elbow is heavy, if this is heavy, and for Wing Chun, most people watch out your upper back, your shoulder blade area and your shoulder area. See what happened there. Okay? Now, on the other hand, on the mind element, second layer, mind element, there is something called the feeling skandha, as in Buddhism. Okay, there is the second skandha, the feeling skandha. Feeling skandha works like this. Like sometimes we hear something or we see something, right away we have this feeling. Maybe the feeling is anger, maybe this feeling is fear, and we just react. Okay, react to do anything. Okay, explode or run or whatever. Okay, so that is the blockage of the feeling skandha. The blockage of feeling skandha. So that is the same with when we touch the flower and our wrist is heavy, okay, or we don't want to feel it, okay. That is a blockage in our feeling and our mind elements. Okay, so if you're interested, go read the Shurangama Sutra, where it goes through every layer of the skandha, the physical, the feeling, the thought, deeper and deeper, 5 of them. So why do I talk about this joints, action, reaction, force, and then this feeling skandha? Because many times you guys ask me, can this thing works under pressure? And my answer to you is, if you're aware of the action, reactions, force of your physical and know how to handle it, you're aware of your feeling skandha and you know how to handle it, then you know how to handle it. If you don't know how to handle them. And what is pressure? Think about it. So this is for you today. This is my flower sermon.